Oh my god. So this build is busted. I have so much shield, it's ridiculous. Also, that is not because I have a new bot. Hello? This guy is it's not doing too much, but the build, oof. Okay. We got the Super Submarine doing the major damage, which is great. We've got some shields, medic, medic boat, and double medic, and an extra shield bubble. So lots of shields, lots of medic. Mostly the medic and the torpedo are doing massive damage. Also, I think I dealt with my. Oh, well, we'll just do it. Oh, right. Right. And then we go to here. Boop. Ah. Boop. So this gives me 27 damage per 1 second and whatever. Our current damages, or here's our loadout. 189 damage per 1.35 seconds. We got damage plus regen boat. We got the 6 regen shield. We got the 10, 3, 14 damage for that, plus some dizzying if they are affected by that, apparently. And this one, level 2 healer. Currently, the 3 is the biggest target for being probably the worst item. So the rocket could give us a little bit more attack damage, and we might not survive because of that 3 lack. But the shields are kind of important because, if anything's going to build up our health, it's going to be the shields. Health really can't do that much for us. So that's about it. Oh yeah, and turn up the volume of the game, which I can't do right now because it's broken. I don't know why it's broken. I thought it had sound effects. I don't know what's going on, really. Anyway, so now we have not as much healing, and the damage is pushing through our shields. Of course, when the shields fail, the only thing that we can do is heal. And we hope we heal. But we have 2 healers. Why do we need 3 of them? And that doesn't give us anything. And that gives us bonus shielding, which is now 20 per 3.6 seconds. That's it. That's all we get. So it's faster, and that's more shielding, which is good. We need that. We desperately needed that, probably. My God, I've been watching Digital Circus the game, done by the cast on the other person's channel or whatever. Imagine Digital Circus cast play a fan game fully voiced. It's just absolutely phoned in, but it's also, it's them, so it's a fun video. Another big red exit door. Anyway, so 122 damage would be good compared to a missile. I don't know. The missile and the healer, but that reduces our healing factor and only increases our damage. It's a pain because I can't get rid of literally anything except for maybe the tiny shield to gain more missile or upgrade this. So 27 versus, all of these are tiny, but the thing is, they double as healing, and I kind of need the healing. Almost. I don't know. It depends. What happens if I do this? Wait, what? 138 versus 147, 145, and I lose my health doing that. Versus I could have this as a combination, which is also stupid. Clearly I would choose this missile. And that I can't see myself getting rid of anything like that. It just doesn't feel right. So I have shielding. I could get rid of these two, reorganize a little bit, and increase that to gain 192 or 292 damage, which is great. I mean, that's not a terrible idea. It's just it loses the majority shield or healing that I really want, that I feel like I want. I don't know how much this healing does, but it does damage as well, and I kind of I don't know what to do. I think the healing would do more and the damage would do less. So I would do this to gain the most healing possible, and everything else is as good as I can think of it to be, with the exception of this tiny damage compared to this damage plus the other damage that I lost, and then gain the shield back. So I'm the most protected I could possibly be, and do lots of damage anyway. So like that. That's tempting, which is disturbing. I don't know. And then we have this, where they give us this annoying thing which does a ton of damage, and I'll just replace that entirely because frick that thing. This thing does so much damage. And then, I mean, you can't get anything from these items, so there you go. I mean, who cares anymore? You're now equipped with that stuff, and it's supposed to do a lot of damage. I think it's random, and it's also scattered like a shotgun. But the healing and the shielding are the biggest that they can possibly be, which gives us the most chance. Plus, I mean, they do a lot of damage. We do need a lot of damage. The fact that we were able to stun this guy forever is pretty cool. I mean, it's not 2 items stunning him constantly, but it's whatever. I want to upgrade my damage or my luck. I don't know what luck means, but I want to upgrade my luck. But my critical is also a good idea. And damage is, well, I don't know. But I would choose critical, probably.
You open the exit door.
And we continue. That's what I'm watching anyway. Okay, so this thing does damage. It has a terrible cooldown. And it doesn't do more damage than this with its better cooldown. Why is it purple? Like, this doesn't... Okay, hold on. This is 100 and something damage. This one does less damage with a longer cooldown. You realize this is literally... I think that's 3 times faster. So imagine this times 3, and that's how much damage this should be doing. But this is max build, and we can upgrade this. It's really... you got to do it because it's the only chance you have to get better, because if you upgrade this, it could be really good later on. You hope it's good enough anyway. It is a massive downgrade, though. It's like 3 times less damage. Which makes you really concerned. Oh, great! Now the healing's gonna be a bitch. And fuck me, in fact. because that doesn't happen now.
Pomni.
Okay, so now we get... Oh good, it's another one of these, which means we now have 174 damage and not the best cooldown. Whatever. This damage, however, is 140 damage with a better cooldown, and it takes more space, but we can adjust for that. So, why is a green rare better than an epic that is also merged too? I don't understand. This does random enemies, blast damage. Is it because it's blast damage? I'm gonna hope it's because it's blast damage, and that's a good thing. But also, I almost died. But also we have this, so that's nothing. Let me think. It's always a bother about how to figure out how to do this. Right, so if I get rid of, say, this, I end up with this. It's fast. It's literally twice as fast. And I need to sacrifice one space by doing that, which is perfectly fine by me. I don't even care about whatever this blast... What is... The difference is it's blast damage versus a bomb strike. What's the difference? I don't see the difference. Blast damage versus bomb strike. What's the difference? So there's that. Fuck you. And then this goes boop. And it's like, it kills that. Oh, it kills things that are far away also. It's like prioritizing random. That's weird. Oh yeah, random. Okay. I mean, it worked. I don't know. It's just the fact that we have the chance of upgrade, which I'm not using this again because it's not better. That's a massive upgrade. Now we do 40, which is like so good. And now we have this, which if I do an advertisement, I get the other thing, or I get some more healing. This is obviously the best choice. This is horrible. You don't want that, whatever this is, even though it's the best damage you'll get, you don't want it, because let's just try to organize to make that work. First of all, it takes up this much space. You'd have to get rid of this. You can't have Healy something. You can't have shields unless like you have the option of shields or heals. You can't have both with this. It's stupid design. I hate it. And I don't want it. I'm going back to using this because I like that. That works. So I gotta unlock this thing. After some deliberation, I now have 69 with a 0 damage. So that's awesome. I don't know how much this would do for health compared to 40%, but that's about all we can think of. The extra 200 damage means nothing to me now. I have everything else that I need. Look, you can't have 2 items that take up 4 spaces. Also, it just doesn't freaking work. This sucks compared to this. Just because of how much size it takes. We hope this works. I mean, that's a lot of damage, as they say. But the shields are not doing enough. The heals aren't doing enough. We are immediately fucking dead. I hate you. And now the fruits of my labor. Let me explain what happened. I bought a thing. So we end up with two different vehicles. It was like $7 or whatever. Support the game. So anyway, we got the details for this one are you only have just a bit more luck. That's all it gives me. So starting health and everything else is the same. You can't upgrade yet because they haven't even begun that system. But it's the early game. And then this one has just a bit more critical chance, which actually gives you a bonus in the game. Unlike the other one, we should play with that one next. Because it actually is better. And will give you like a slight upgrade. Anyway, the other thing we can do is, of course, use our points that we've gained by buying stuff. So we could click on it, and we end up with whatever. Sometimes I have no idea if I even unlock anything. And apparently we unlocked something. I guess. Get like points added to just something, and then randomly it picks. You get something out of it. That's a neat thing. Grid increase. That's fascinating. So now we have grid 6, which is fascinating. Yeah. What's that gonna look like? We'll see in maybe a video when I actually do that properly. Toodles.